How do you become an SEO professional? Hi, my name is Paul de Vera, the host of the SEO video show, and in this segment, I ask SEO professionals every week on how to become an SEO expert. Check out this week's video.
How can someone become an SEO professional? Honestly, I'd say the best way to do it is simply to own or operate your own website. Like, it can be as simple as just having, like stephenong.com, right? Something like that, where you get full authority to publish posts, like screw it up by pointing a bunch of spammy backlinks to it, right? It's really as simple as like that. And then that's kind of where this like, oh, I see when I did this, that happened. So what happened if I did this? Like what would happen there? I think the true like best SEOs that I've interacted with are the ones that have as much experience operating many different websites as possible and running a huge gamut of experiments, right? If you're able to draw from this pool where you're like, oh, well, when I worked at Amazon, we did this test that improved site load speed by blah, and our traffic actually went up. That's like great and all, but it's Amazon. So like your scope of experience is so limited. And then, you end up getting hired as the SEO for a startup. And all of a sudden, you're like, well, I increased my page load speed by whatever, like 200 milliseconds, and nothing's happening. It's like, yeah, well, because you're a startup, like you got built that like SEO from ground zero, which is going to be a vastly different like skill set than running crazy tests at a larger organization or just simply navigating politics. So I think, okay, now like vocalizing that, there's like two ways to this like idea. If you want to be really good at in-house SEO and career develop that way, then I feel like it is more about management, communication, and like politics, right? Because basically you have to convince a bunch of different departments that improving the overall user experience of the site is good and for SEO and business, but for your objectives. So it involves a lot of like, coaxing the right people to do the right things and making sure that nobody on your team screws anything up. And I feel like that is a vastly different skill set than if you wanted to say like, I want to be the best SEO. Then like, I think you should be running your own private blog network. But instead of doing that for the sake of pointing links at your money website, you want to be doing that for the sake of running experiments on different web properties, right? There's like people that are running around saying, okay, 20% of the time when somebody hits back on the browser, I'm redirecting them to the homepage. And I'm like, that seems bad, but it's like, but it works. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can see why that works if we're kind of like subscribe to this idea that Google's measuring how many people end up on your site and don't come back. It's like you basically sent one-fifth of the people that land on your site not back. So yeah, that should work, right? Or people are gonna go Mechanical Turk, right? And say, okay, Google this. Mechanical Turk is where you can get people to do stuff for really cheap amounts of money on Amazon. Like go Google this and click on this result, right? But then if they're all coming from the Philippines, which typically, where they're all coming abroad, what you'll get from Mechanical Turk, then Google's gonna look at that and be like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. We need like real legitimate US people doing it. So then people might have US-based click farms of stay-at-home parents that they're farming stuff out to juice user engagement signal, right? So that's like the other set of like SEO. I think if you want to climb the career ladder, have a great, nice salary as an in-house SEO, that's one thing. And if you want to like be the best damn SEO, I think that's a completely different like skill set.
And there you have it. This week's tip on how to become an SEO professional. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated every time we update the channel. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace.